Welcome back. The EFF has called on President Cyril Ramaphosa to release the investigative report on the corruption, fraud and maladministration concerning a 1 billion rand contract for the integrated financial management system. The contract awarded in the 2017 financial year involved the purchase of a system from Oracle with promises of integration and improvements in municipal finances. EFF Treasury General Omphile Maotwe joins us now to expand on this. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time, Omphile. You make this call after the Auditor General's findings. Talk to us about some of your concerns.
Yeah, good evening to you, Mpo. Good evening to the viewers at home. So yesterday we had a standing committee meeting on finance, and the AGSA tabled a report that audits entities that are falling under the National Treasury. And one of the findings were that there was a material finding that was issued by the AGSA in relation to the contract that was awarded to Oracle. And when we asked them what was the material irregularity that they found, they said it relates to the integrated financial management system. So today, in our meeting with the Treasury today, then we asked, because they said, Auditor General, we asked them, why is it not appearing in the current, in the past financial year audited financial statements? And they said that it's because Treasury issued a note that says the previous findings should be removed from the audited financial statements, should appear only on the annual report. So luckily, today we're dealing with the annual report of National Treasury. And surprisingly, that matter was not tabled by National Treasury until we raised it with National Treasury that yesterday we had a meeting and there's this material irregularity that was a finding by the AGSA to the tune of 400 million, but it doesn't appear here on your annual report, which is an expectation that it should ordinarily appear. And, you know, they beat about the bush, they are telling us stories. And we said at the committee, what exactly did you purchase? And where is it tangible that we can see with the system? And even the chair of the committee, Dr. Joe Maswangang, said today on record that they actually visited National Treasury. And together with National Treasury, they went to SETA to seek and look for this system that they are talking about. Not even a server was found, both at National Treasury and at SETA. When they called Oracle to say, Oracle, where is the software that has been purchased and who is hosting it? Oracle said, no, it's in the cloud. Now, Mpo, the contract was a 1 billion rand contract.
Yeah.
400 million has been spent. Nothing can be shown for it. When we asked the DG, Dr. Duncan, what is happening with this issue? He says, no, it's a material irregularity and they're taking the report on review, because after AGSA made that finding, they then referred the matter to the SIU to investigate. SIU said, according to Dr. Duncan, said last year already, when they were doing their preliminary report, that there is something that they see and they would really want National Treasury to take this matter forward. The report was then finalized in March this year, 2024, and was sent to the President Cyril Ramaphosa in May 2024. That says that indeed there are elements of corruption, of fraud that they are detecting with this issue. Now, our issue, Mpo, is that there is AGSA saying to National Treasury, there is something wrong that we are seeing here, and we want this matter to be investigated further. Then it takes it to SIU. SIU reiterate what AGSA was saying, that there is a case to be answered here. And in the report, according to because we asked the DG, why are you taking this report on review? Money has been spent of the taxpayers. Now you want to incur more money by taking this thing on review, because you're going to use lawyers to defend. What exactly are you defending? He says there are three things. One is that the former DG, according to the report, it recommends that the former DG must be criminally charged. That's number one. Number two, the report says that there are technical misunderstandings that are being seen in the whole contract. Now, our question is, when a DG, you were only appointed last year, you are not part of this thing. So why does it seem like you want to really cover up corruption? Why are you not letting go of this? And then Mr. Ramaphosa, the president, must release the report. The SIU must then hand over this report for prosecution, because people must go to court and answer for themselves. If the DG is not corrupt, or the officials of National Treasury are not corrupt, why are they hiding it? They are buying time by taking this matter on review, knowing very well that this matter might take a couple of years to be finalized.
And what has been the ripple effect? What do you think the ripple effect of such a matter and the amount of money that has already been spent, if we have a reality check, more so looking at municipal financial management systems, how they've collapsed? And of course, is there enough to draw a correlation, just looking at what the current situation is and how there seems to be no sense of accountability at this point?
So that is exactly our issue, Mpho, that municipalities have collapsed. The reporting, the monies, you don't have an integrated system that is able to be used as a tool to effectively and efficiently manage the resources of South Africa. But what is also more concerning, Mpho, this is 400 million we're talking about. Nothing, literally nothing. So how is National Treasury different from all these other municipalities where money has been spent, but you've got nothing to show for it? And when AGSA says, hang on, there is something wrong here, it is the same National Treasury that is now taking the matter on review. We said to them, AGSA says there is an issue. Let's refer the matter to SIU. The matter gets referred to another body, independent body, investigating unit. The investigating unit says, no, we actually agree with AGSA. There is something that must be looked into here. Who are you, National Treasurer, to come and say, no, there's technical misinformation and you can't say the former DG must be criminally charged?
Who should be held to account? Who is National Treasury protecting here? What is your assertion when you talk about corrupt individuals? Who are you talking about?
So the officials of National Treasury know exactly what happened. There's no way that money to the tune of 400 million can be spent. There are invoices that are paid. Clearly, the money came out of National Treasury coffers through the officials of National Treasury. It didn't fall from the sky. So National Treasury authorized these payments. Now, we ought to know, why were these payments authorized? Because there's nothing to show for it. The chairperson of the committee reported on record today. And when we spoke to the DG, we even said to him, the chair was not speaking in his personal capacity. He was speaking in his capacity as the chairperson of the committee, because remember, Dr. Maswanganye was the chairperson of the committee in the 6th administration. So he didn't visit National Treasury and sit in his own capacity. He visited there as Parliament. So Parliament says to you, DG, we went and checked. There is no system, there is no computer, there is no server, there is nothing that you can show for it. Even SITA said to Parliament through the Standing Committee on Finance at that time that we don't know what you're talking about. That thing doesn't exist here. So exactly why is National Treasury being told, okay, show us what you're talking about? They can't show it, but they want to take the report on review.
What has been the presidency's response to the release of the investigative report? I mean, is there an indication of a timeline, time frame? When is this bound to happen?
So as the committee today, at least we resolved on two things: that we are going to go to the president and say, release the report of the SIU and allow the matter to take its legal course. That's one thing, because you can also ask yourself, we are now in October. Why is the president silent? Why is the president not releasing the report? That's one. Two is that, Mpho, as the citizens of this country, it should be concerning to all of us to say, how can the custodian of our funds be the one fingered now into corruption? We are very quick to go around saying municipalities and legislators and officials and everybody, we point them out to be corrupt, but here is the elephant in the room. The very custodian of our funds is now fingered into this thing. So we want the release of the report, but also most importantly is that there is the committee resolved, because the National Treasury was saying they are now going to resuscitate the talks with Oracle to see what they can salvage in the money that they've already paid, meaning they are going to renegotiate with Oracle to say, look, 400 million has been paid. Can you at least do something? Why would you do that if you are innocent? To say, why is National Treasury not concerned? So as the committee, we resolved that there will be no communication with Oracle in terms of resuming the implementation of this project until they come and sit in front of the committee and we go and interrogate exactly what happened to the 400 million. Maybe we're talking about this, it's not even 400 million, it's more than that.
Yeah.
Of course, the AGSA said, because the material irregularity was found in the previous years, there hasn't been any payment that was made after in the previous financial year. That is why it is not showing in the previous financial year. But our concern, Paul, is that the matter did not come in forward in the annual report. If it's a matter that concerns National Treasury and National Treasury is worried about having spent 400 million of the taxpayers' money, they should have put it in the report. No, they didn't. Instead, they tell us that it's down there in the report. It's not in the presentation. It's somewhere in page 299. Why would such a big amount of money be hidden somewhere inside the report? Because it should have been something that crops up in the main report that they presented today.
So there are more questions than answers. But we do thank you, Omphile, for your time and, of course, hoping to get to the bottom of that. EFF Treasurer General Omphile Maotwe expanding on that and asking a lot of questions here about accountability and what happened to the 400 million rand.